No, it wasn't LeBron, it was his team. And in this video, I'm going to prove it with some facts. So this is not opinion, it is fact. And before we get to the numbers, of course, I fully agree that scoring 0 points in the fourth quarter in game number 4 wasn't acceptable. However, it happened. And now, let's take a look at the full picture. Why do we need to take a look only at games number 4 and 5? Let's take a look at the full picture. In the fourth quarter, for the entirety of the series against the Timberwolves, LeBron was actually the best Laker. He scored 26 points on 9-27 from the field. He had 11 rebounds, 4 of those being offensive. He had 9 assists, 5 blocks, 3 steals, and 5 turnovers. Compared to that, Luka Doncic, who is in his prime, I repeat, he is in his prime. He had 23 points on 6-20 from the field, 7 rebounds, 0 of them being offensive, 3 assists, 1 block, and 0 steals with 3 turnovers. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel that LeBron was much better in the fourth quarter compared to his more or less prime teammate. And even if we take a look at the clutch stats, it is still LeBron who is better than Luka. So tell me, how all of this is LeBron's fault when we have a shooting guard in his prime? He's not 40 years old, he's definitely not washed, so why nobody is blaming Luka for this? Because LeBron was better than Luka in the fourth quarter for the series. LeBron was better in the clutch than Luka. Tell me, how come it is LeBron's fault? The guy is 40 years old. It is pretty natural to get tired and not to be that efficient in the end. And yet, he did it better than Luka. And yet, people are blaming him for the loss more than Luka. To be honest, I never heard anyone blaming Luka for this, but I believe he is the guy. He should bear the responsibility because, once again, he is in his prime, while LeBron clearly isn't. And do you know who else is in his prime? Nikola freaking Jokic, who is currently tied 3-3 with the Clippers. And do you know what? For this series, which hasn't concluded yet, but so far, Jokic is 1 of 7. In the clutch. Once again, 1 shot made, 7 shots missed in the clutch, which is good for 14.3%. Once again, 14.3% shooting in the clutch for the alleged best player in the NBA, Nikola Jokic. But nobody is criticizing him for some reason. And this is not everything. Let's take a look at his performance in the fourth quarter. In the game that just concluded a couple of hours ago, Nikola Jokic scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. Once again, he scored 2 points in the fourth quarter while being in his absolute prime. And everyone was criticizing LeBron for scoring 0 points at the age of 40. Once again, the best player of the NBA at the moment scores 2 points in the fourth quarter when it matters most, and nobody cares. But when LeBron scores 0 points in the fourth quarter at the age of 40, then everybody loses their mind. And you know what? At least LeBron led his team in the fourth quarter scoring, and Jokic doesn't even do that. He doesn't lead the Nuggets in the fourth quarter scoring, and nobody cares. I have never seen anybody criticizing Jokic for his performance in the fourth quarter. I have no explanation for this. Nikola Jokic doesn't perform well in the clutch, doesn't perform well in the fourth quarter compared to his team. Nobody cares. But you know what? It doesn't matter how much you keep cherry picking, the facts are going to remain the same.